Is herpes simplex an STD? Genital herpes is actually a sexually transmitted disease triggered by two kinds of viruses. The viruses are actually referred to as herpes simplex virus type 1 as well as herpes simplex virus type 2. Exactly what is oral herpes? Oral herpes is typically triggered by HSV1 as well as can easily lead to cold sores or even fever blisters on or even all around the mouth. Nevertheless, many people don't have any sort of symptoms. Many people with oral herpes were actually infected throughout childhood or even young adulthood from non-sexual exposure to saliva. Is there a link between genital herpes and oral herpes? Oral herpes triggered by HSV1 could be spread out coming from the mouth to the genitals with oral sex. This is actually why some cases of genital herpes are actually triggered by HSV1. Exactly how common is genital herpes? Genital herpes is common in the United States. More than 1 out of every 6 individuals aged 14 to 49 years have actually genital herpes. Exactly how is actually genital herpes spread out? You can easily obtain genital herpes through having vaginal, anal, or even oral sex along with somebody that has the disease. You can easily obtain infected if you come into contact with the herpes virus, if you don't have actually herpes. A herpes sore, saliva, if your partner has actually an oral herpes infection, or even genital secretions, if your partner has actually a genital herpes infection, skin in the oral area if your partner has actually an oral herpes infection, or even skin in the genital area if your partner has actually a genital herpes infection. You can easily obtain herpes coming from a sex partner that doesn't have a noticeable sore or even that may not know she or he is actually infected. It is likewise possible to obtain genital herpes if you get oral sex coming from a sex partner that has actually oral herpes. You will definitely not obtain herpes coming from bathroom chairs, bed linen, or even pool, or even coming from touching items around you like silverware, soap, or even towels. If you have actually additional concerns about how herpes is actually spread out, consider talking about your concerns with a healthcare provider. 85% of adults have actually had oral sex. Is it safer? Exactly how can easily I lessen my risk of obtaining genital herpes? The only method to prevent STDs is actually to not have vaginal, anal, or even oral sex. You may do the following things to reduce your possibilities of obtaining genital herpes, if you are actually sexually active. Remain in a long-term mutually monogamous relationship along with a partner that is actually not infected with an STD, a partner that was evaluated as well as has negative STD test results. Utilizing latex condoms the proper way each time you have sex. Understand that not all of herpes sores happen in areas that are covered through a latex condom. Likewise, herpes virus could be released, shed, coming from areas of the skin that don't have a visible herpes sore. For these reasons, condoms might certainly not completely protect you from obtaining herpes. You can easily reduce your risk of obtaining genital herpes if you remain in a relationship with an individual known to have genital herpes. Your partner takes an anti-herpes medication daily. This is actually one thing your partner should discuss along with his or her doctor. You avoid having vaginal, anal, or even oral sex when your partner has herpes symptoms, when your partner is actually possessing an outbreak.
Thank you for watching. And please subscribe to my channel for my upcoming herpes treatment videos.